Something is about to come out of the swamp. Something ancient. Something deliberately built. Something that has been sitting in the saturated soil of Oak Island's most mysterious body of water for centuries. Invisible, submerged, preserved in the anaerobic conditions of the bog while the rest of the world spent 231 years digging in the wrong place. And when the team understands what the swamp is showing them, they go straight to Lot 8, and what they find on Lot 8 shocks them. Welcome back. Season 13, Episode 20 of The Curse of Oak Island is titled The Sands of Time, airing in just hours on the History Channel, and the official summary is already telling us more than enough to prepare for what is coming. After finding evidence of ancient man-made workings in the swamp, the team makes a shocking revelation on Lot 8. 2 sites, 1 connection, and a revelation that, in the context of everything Season 13 has built, is the word the show uses to describe something that goes further than anything that has come before it. Today we are breaking down what we know about the swamp discovery, what the Lot 8 revelation could be, and why the connection between these 2 sites may be the most significant development in this entire season. The sands of time have been falling on this island for 231 years. Tonight, they are about to unlock something new. Let's start where the episode starts, in the swamp. Because the Oak Island swamp is not a passive body of water sitting on the edge of a mystery. It is part of the mystery. It has been part of it since before the mystery had a name. The swamp is not natural. That has been established and confirmed across multiple seasons of investigation. It was created deliberately, flooded intentionally, possibly to conceal construction at its edges and beneath its surface, possibly to protect the access points to whatever system was built on this island. In Season 13 alone, the swamp has yielded a cobblestone road running through the bog, hand-cut wooden survey stakes aligned precisely with Nolan's cross, a find confirmed to be at least 500 years old in Episode 6, a discovery with explosive implications in Episode 15, and a new stake in Episode 17, extending the alignment northeast toward Cone D. Every time the team excavates in that swamp in Season 13, the ground gives something up, and every time, what it gives up points somewhere else on the island. In Episode 20, it points to Lot 8. The phrase in Episode 20's official summary is, ancient man-made workings. Not an artifact, not a single object pulled from the mud. Workings. That is the language of infrastructure, of construction, of engineered, deliberate modification of the physical landscape at a scale that requires organized effort, specialized knowledge, and long-range planning. Man-made workings in the swamp means submerged construction, stone arrangements below the waterline, timber framing preserved in the bog, engineered features that were built before the swamp was flooded, before the water came in and covered everything, and have been sitting there, intact, invisible from the surface since the day the builders left. The anaerobic conditions of the bog are extraordinary for preservation. Wood, textile, metal, all protected from the decay processes that destroy evidence on dry land. Whatever is at the bottom of that swamp has been waiting in a near-perfect state of preservation, and in Episode 20, the team found it, and the word ancient is doing everything in that summary. Ancient does not mean 1700s. Ancient does not mean colonial. On Oak Island in Season 13, ancient means pre-contact. It means construction activity on this island before any documented European presence in Nova Scotia, before history says anyone was here. The same conclusion the 700-year-old Leeds bag seal points to. The same conclusion the 3 French churches aligned at 292 degrees pointing across the Atlantic confirm. The same conclusion the fire-setting chemistry in the Lot 8 soil, the 6 Roman coins on Lot 5, the Templar cross at Smith's Cove, and the blue-gray mortar binding the Lot 8 stone feature have all been building toward all season. Someone was here long before the official record says they were. They built things in the swamp. They built things on Lot 8, and tonight, in Episode 20, the connection between those 2 construction sites has been established in a way that produces a revelation. Now let's talk about Lot 8, because that is where the revelation happens. And to understand why it is shocking, you need to understand exactly where the Lot 8 excavation stood coming into this episode. In Episode 16, the team raised the 40,000-pound boulder and exposed the prepared subsoil beneath it. The clean-cut trench that proved the boulder had been placed deliberately over something, not deposited by geology or time. In Episode 18, Breaking the Seal, archaeologist Fiona Steele uncovered the man-made feature beneath the boulder. Deliberately stacked stonework, a flagstone floor, and blue-gray clay mixed with charcoal used as mortar to bind and sealed the construction. Not fill. Mortar. A building material mixed and applied by human hands, reconstituting to the consistency of cement when hydrated on site. Sent to the XRD laboratory for dating and composition analysis. Dr. Ian Spooner's XRF scanner confirmed lead concentrations 11 times the island baseline in the sediment beneath the feature, consistent with fire setting, the medieval underground construction technique used to drive shafts and build sealed vaults. In episode 19, Axis of Medieval, researchers Charlotte Wheatley presented the transatlantic axis, 3 medieval churches in the Talmud region of France, all dedicated to Saint Radegund, all bearing the 4-dot Templar cross, all aligned at 292 degrees, a bearing that extends across 4,000 miles of ocean and terminates at Oak Island. The same 4-dot cross appears on the host stone discovered on the island in 1921. The churches in France mark the destination. The stone on Oak Island confirms the arrival, a Templar navigational system encoded in sacred architecture across an ocean. Coming into episode 20, Fiona Steele is in the Lot 8 excavation. The flagstone floor, the last physical barrier between the team and whatever is in the shaft below, is being carefully removed. The XRD lab results on the mortar are pending. The man-made feature is fully accessible for the first time in centuries, and 3 layers of protection, the boulder, the stonework, the flagstone floor, has been identified. 2 are gone, and the swamp just told the team something specific about what the 3rd layer is protecting. That is the revelation. The swamp's ancient man-made workings connect to the Lot 8 feature in a way that changes what the team understands about the nature of what is buried there. The cobblestone road in the swamp runs toward Lot 8. The survey stakes align with Nolan's Cross. Nolan's Cross has blue clay at its base, the same material as the Lot 8 mortar and the Money Pit's waterproofing layer. The Templar axis passes through all of it. If the swamp's ancient workings are the entry point, the original access structure that the builders used when they first came to this island, before they flooded the bog to conceal their work, then what the team found in the swamp tonight is the front door to the entire system. And the front door tells you something very specific about what is behind it. It tells you scale, it tells you depth, it tells you purpose. And when the team applied that knowledge to Lot 8, what they found produced the revelation. What formed as a revelation take in episode 20 of a season that has already delivered a 40,000-pound boulder, a transatlantic Templar axis, a 6 Roman coin cache, a 700-year-old English bag seal, blue mortar matching 3 other construction sites, and a man-made shaft, feature with no parallel anywhere in Nova Scotia. A revelation means something that reframes all of that. Something that does not just add to the picture. Something that makes the picture coherent in a way it was not before. Something that tells the team not just that something is buried here, but what it is, how big it is, or how deep it goes. The Sands of Time as a title is precise. Sand is what fills spaces over centuries. It is what Fiona is brushing away in the Lot 8 excavation. It is what the swamp sediment is made of, compressing the record of everything built beneath the waterline. The sands of time are not a metaphor in episode 20. They are the literal medium through which every clue on this island has been preserved, and the literal material the team is removing to reach whatever the ancient builders left behind. And what the sands unlock tonight, the connection between the swamp's man-made workings and the Lot 8 revelation, is the kind of clue that does not just advance the investigation, it reorients it. It tells the team where to look next, what to look for, and what to expect when they find it. Coming next, episode 21, A Sacred Symbol, airs April 7th. The team makes a find in the Money Pit that offers new evidence of a possible Templar tie to the Oak Island mystery. The Money Pit front has been running in parallel all season. The Karma 1 caisson at 212 feet, silver confirmed in the solution channel. Borehole F.5 sitting 7 feet from the highest gold readings ever recorded on this island. Whatever the Money Pit delivers in episode 21 is going to be read through the lens of everything Lot 8 and the swamp just established in episode 20. The clues are no longer isolated, they are converging. Subscribe and hit the bell right now so you are here the moment the full episode 20 breakdown drops after it airs. And tell me in the comments, what do you think the ancient man-made workings in the swamp are? What do you think the shocking revelation on Lot 8 is going to be? The swamp is about to dig, the ground is about to answer. And on Lot 8 tonight, after 231 years of buried silence, something is going to make the Oak Island team stop and say the word they have been building toward all season long. Shocking.